October 2020, a generation of Nigerian youths rose to demand an end to police brutality, chanting a single phrase that echoed around the world: "End SARS." 5 years later, the streets are calm, but the memories remain. This is the story of a movement, its aftermath, and the Nigeria that emerged 5 years later. It began as an online campaign against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, also known as SARS, a police unit accused of extortion, torture, and killings. But what started as tweets soon became a nationwide movement. The hashtag #EndSARS movement was leaderless, decentralized, and powered by the energy of young Nigerians, students, creatives, and tech workers who use social media as their megaphone. Then came the night of October 20th, 2020, Lekki Toll Gate, a date now written into Nigeria's modern history. Amnesty International initially reported that at least 12 protesters were killed, while a later Nigerian judicial panel confirmed a massacre. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, initially denied any fatalities, but later admitted to at least 2 deaths, as reported by CNN. 5 years after the protest, the SARS has been disbanded, but new security challenges have emerged.
5 years, what has changed since then?
It's in the downward spiral because the event of the EndSARS had rather heightened the quest for the young ones to depart Nigeria because they believe there's no hope. Continue staying here will not afford them the desired country they want. And in relation to that, the young people fled, which is not very good for us. It's like a brain drain, even us as employers of labor. The impact of that is that most people who could have been doing our kind of job in tech and the other ecosystems in business environment, most of them fled for fear of their lives. Because the government that they thought would protect them went after them, and they fled. I recall being part of, I was invited for an interview by Arise Television and during that ugly incident. And I made it very clear that the youths of this country are champions. Yes, they were demanding for their right. They have suffered a lot of traumatization by security agencies, wrongfully too. The best that government ought to have done was simply to listen to them and find a way to assuaging them and assuring them that they believe in them and they can support them. However, I still think that in spite of all those things, I still believe in Nigeria. And I want to still admonish them, including my children. I tell them in clear terms that the only place you can aspire for any position you want in this world is your home. And the home for them is Nigeria, all I care.
5 years ago, the streets of Nigeria echoed with one voice: "End SARS." It was a cry for justice, a cry for dignity, a cry for life. Some voices were silenced that night, but the echoes still live in us. They tried to end the movement, but instead, they awakened a generation that still believes in the power of truth, the strength of unity, and the dream of a country that values every life. The movement was never just a protest. It was a promise that we will never, ever forget.